Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam amma ba'da habita fillah. One thing, I was just listening to a couple of clips on the YouTube from some questions to some of the imams and like Sheikh Wasiullah Abbas, also Sheikh Saleh Al-Aboud, who teaches in the Haram as well and used to be the president of Jama Islamiyah. And I just reminded me of how Imam Sheikh Abdul Masin Al-Abbad, Hafidhullah Ta'ala, how these major scholars that are senior in age, how they answer questions. And one thing I just want to remind myself of, and the brothers and sisters, especially in the English-speaking world, who do not have access to those scholars that really benefit from those translations that the various brothers have put out there in video form and in writings, because and in their fatwa, because when you hear an imam and alim respond to a question, especially you find that like Imam Fawzan and others, and before them, Imam bin Baz, wa Al-Albani, wa bin Uthaymeen, Imam Muqbil, the way they deal with questions, and even when it comes to speaking about individuals, that you hear a type of caution, and you hear that they're not reckless with answers, which you find sometimes with some younger scholars. Some younger scholars, they're reckless, they're quick, they may not even verify, but they're quick. As Sheikh Wasiullah Abbas, he mentioned about one of the younger scholars who's been reprimanded, and you'll find that they make mistakes. And also like one of the other scholars who was lashed, he was actually lashed, so that affects his credibility. Why? Because he fell into the trap countless times, quickly speaking about individuals, not being cautious with the tongue about major scholars, and then it went to the courts, and then he was punished. My point is, ahabatifillah, stick with those major scholars, or at least benefit from them. That doesn't mean we don't benefit from all the scholars of Ahl Sunnah, but if you really want that real true benefit and that true effect of tarbiyah, of education, then really those major scholars is where you're going to get that offered to you. How they deal with questions, their justice in dealing with questions. When they hear something, they don't pull their hair out and say, and scream, but rather they deal with those questions with ilm and fiqh, and you can hear it in their answers. So this is advice to myself and my brothers and sisters, and those brothers who are in Medina. Do not leave Medina without benefiting from Imam Al-Muhaddith Sheikh Abdul Masin Al-Abbad, and Imam Salih Suhaimi, with Imam Ali Nasir Faqih, and Imam Rabi bin Hadi al-Madkhali, and other than them, from those imams that Allah has placed with a certain status and a certain way of dealing with things, and with their ilm and fiqh. So there are many great scholars in Medina: Sheikh Ubaid al-Jabri, Sheikh Ibrahim al-Rahili, Sheikh Suleiman al-Rahili, Sheikh Abdul Razak, kathir. I'm just, only naming a few. Sheikh Ali Tuwaijri, Sheikh Muhammad Ibn Abdul Wahhab al-Aqil, and other than them. There's many great mashayikh there, but those elders, in their maturity and in their ilm and wisdom, you see that educational effect. And we ask Allah the Almighty to accept our good and forgive our evil, and bless us with the opportunity to benefit from these great imams while they're alive. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.